How's it going, peeps? You have to fuck with my screen behind me. But what's up, people? How's it going out there? How's it going out there? We are a little late, but you know it happens. It happens. It happens.
Better late than never.
Exactly. And we pushed the show back anyway, so we're late, but we're not. We're kind of early at the same time. It's a little weird, but we're here. We're here, and we're getting ready to review the Mummy Murders. I hope you guys are ready.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys are ready.
Yes, sir.
But before we dive into this movie, I want to ask you guys, how's it going? How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Pretty good.
So far.
Pretty good. Long week. I'm glad it's over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hear
Had a
you
lot.
there.
Had
I
a lot
hear you.
going on this week. A lot. So
I hear
yeah.
you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Did either one of you guys get to watch anything outside of the movie that we reviewed for tonight? What did you get to watch, Jeff?
Yeah. Oh God, what was the name of it now? How embarrassing is that?
Was it the one that you shared in the group chat?
No. Well, yeah, I watched that one. Of course, I watched that. I'm not gonna say the name yet on here because you're doing what you're gonna do with it. But I'm telling you, you wait, you'll see.
I'm gonna actually add that right
That
now.
is an
As you're
absolute
talking,
contender for worst.
Yep.
What was the name? Hang on a minute. I don't want to get this name wrong. Hold up. I watched a few movies actually. I watched a bunch of them.
That's awesome. While you're thinking of the movies, do you have a specific app you go to for the horror stuff?
Actually, I watched it on AMC Plus.
Nice. Which is like Shudder mixed. Yeah.
Yeah, Shudder, and then the Screenbox.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go on there and look for, if I like the cover art, I'll check it out. I'll watch anything. You know me, I don't care. I'll give anything. I'll give anything a shot. You know what I mean?
And the perfect thing about you saying that is that this late night show is about, of course, like watching indie movies, discussing indie movies like the one I'm about to review in a few minutes, and getting these indie interviews and all that good stuff. It's about that, but it's also about reviewing these B movies and this wild, weird shit that no one else is gonna watch or wanna watch, or they're just like, what the fuck? But they'll at least tune into like, oh, this is why these guys watched. Oh, this might be fun to watch because listen to what these guys said about it. Or shit, I dodged a bullet. Or fuck, this movie might be good. Which it's a mix of all that, and we're going through all that every week because I know there's gonna be a long period. I know it for a fact because it happens on the other show, the regular show, to where you're gonna get like 3 weeks of just like, why? What the fuck? Why am I doing this? But they're fun at the same time. It's such a weird. You'll see.
Yeah, I got it right here. This is the one right here. That's not going to work, is it? Because of this. It's called the Midnight Meat Train.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
Bradley Cooper's in it. Yeah.
Yep, I seen that a few years ago. That's not bad.
Yeah, I watched that one. What else? The one I told you about, I watched that Midnight Meat Train, and what was the other one? I still haven't watched Society yet. I gotta watch that.
You don't gotta rush though, because don't forget it is on the wheel.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna wait for that. Yep. Tusk. I gotta watch Tusk.
That's a weird one right there. I would even throw it on the wheel just because if you wanted to really watch it, if you wanted to rewatch
Thanksgiving. It. Like I got a whole like
list.
I don't know. Yeah, I take screenshots and
you know what you need to do? I highly recommend this, and I think it'll be great because it'll be fun for the end of the year show that we're going to be doing. Yes, I'm throwing us all in that. But make a letterbox.
That's the review app, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have an account on there, and when I first got on it, I was like, boom, 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 and then I don't know, I just stopped.
No, I
got lazy doing it.
I say make a 2024 horror list, and just start it to that tomorrow, whenever, and just list all the movies you watched so far, including the movies that we're going to be reviewing or reviewed and all that, and then just figure out like which ones are your favorite ones you've watched throughout the whole year.
Why does that look like that? Look. have a halo. I have to get different headphones or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Wait, did you get a green screen?
No, this is just the.
Oh.
With the camera, it does this.
It looks good though.
Yeah, except for this right here.
Yeah. See, but if you had a green screen, you wouldn't have that issue.
But I can't.
Yeah.
I can hear a lot better with these headphones on. So, unless I wonder if I could use my buds. I got the Galaxy Buds Pro 2. Maybe I can try those next time or something.
Yeah, they would probably work. They would probably work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
that way I won't have that.
The light or the glare or the whatever you want to call it.
I don't even know what do you call that. I don't know. The extra. I don't know. But anyway, unless I like put these backward, no, they won't stay. Whatever.
It's
just keep your halo.
Yeah, don't care.
There you go. It's your little halo. It's your light skin halo. Oh man. All right, gentlemen.
That's funny.
Let's dive into the ratings, and from there.
You don't care what I watched? Oh, I see how it is.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say, what did he watch, man?
Here's what I was gonna do. I was gonna dive into the ratings, get everybody's ratings first. Then I was gonna ask Matt what he watched.
Yeah, nice cover up.
And follow that up with that. That's what I was gonna do.
Right.
But since you guys called it out, Matt,
yes.
What did you watch this week?
Nicolas Cage movie. No, just kidding. I watched
my man.
No, I watched a movie from 1997 called Campfire Tales.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't watched it, but
it's a fun little anthology.
Nice.
A lot of young people that are big now were young in this movie. It's pretty cool. It's 4 stories plus a wraparound, and of course, the kids are all telling you stories in front of the campfire. Some of the stories are really good.
I love anthologies.
Oh yeah,
nice.
We got the movies we got to do, Matt, and I believe they are on Tubi as well. Remember the ones we got from that con back in August?
Okay.
Those ones I'll throw them on the wheel because they'll be perfect for this show. And
like the X Rider 666 and
yeah,
what was the other one? Killing Time.
I know it's gonna be blood, guts, and boobs. And that's perfect for this show.
And that's all local here.
Yeah, well, you got to get them on too because we discussed that.
Cool.
As well, so you got to get them on. But yeah, I got a few. That's another thing. I got a couple of indie movies. I'll tell you guys behind the scenes. I got a couple more indie movies that to get reviewed and all that stuff, and maybe interviewed the very next week. Like we have an interview possibly next week. I'm gonna get it locked in. If not, I'll have a movie. Maybe I'll spin the wheel as a just in case. I'll spin the wheel as a just in case for us. The interview falls out, or figure something out. But what else did you watch? Anything else, Matt?
I watched another anthology called Satanic Hispanic. That was really good.
I almost watched that.
It's another anthology.
Is that on Shudder?
I think it was. I don't know. I got the Blu-ray of it, but
okay.
It's pretty cool. It's like this guy. They find him in a like a massacred room with all these dead bodies, and he's the only survivor. And he tells these stories on how he's a traveler and something's following him. And the cops are like, "Yeah, okay." He goes, "If you guys don't let me go in an hour, everyone's gonna be dead." So he starts telling these stories, and they're all based on a Hispanic backgrounds of different folklore and shit. Really well done. Some really cool stories and how they have it, and the wraparound is solid. I'm like, this is actually really good.
Nice.
I like that. Yeah. So for me, I did watch quite a few movies this week. Mostly for content, of course. But I mean, I watched Night of the Living Dead, the original and the remake. Because I was watching them. I have a remake wheel on the the Tuesday Thursday show. And I just forgot. And I watched The Thing original and remake. The Thing from, what the hell is it called? The Thing from Beyond,
The Thing from Another World.
That, thank you. The Thing from Another World, and The Thing from '82.
Did you watch The Thing from 2011?
No, we didn't do the prequel.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that one before. Just the remake, the OG and the remake.
Gotcha.
And the OG was more so for actually the OG one I'd have never seen before of the thing. Not that I remember. Night of the Living Dead, of course, I have. So I was just going back as a refresher for those. But I just forgot how good Night of the Living Dead was. I forgot how freaking good that
Yeah,
damn
I gotta
movie was.
watch that again. Yeah.
What, the original or the remake?
Both, really, because the
Yeah.
remake wasn't too far off of the original. And you know, I talked about it on the show. And one thing that I did mention was like one thing that I loved about it was like with the remake, yes, it was in color and all that, but they didn't like try to clean it or pretty it up too much to where it looked way better than the original. You know what I mean? Like they didn't try to pretty it up like that. They still made it look rugged and normal. It was just in color. I feel like that was the only. You know what I mean? It made it feel like that
I
was
love the
only
twist at the end too, with
Yeah.
how the original you had the one character, he lives to the end, and this one they have Tony Todd playing his character, but of course he gets killed, but the other asshole guy lives, and then all of a sudden the one girl shows up and sees the asshole still alive, and pow, you're like, fuck yeah, that's a satisfying ending.
Yes, it
It's
is.
perfect. I'm like, yep, I can kill you and get away with it.
It works. It works.
That was directed by Tom Savini too. The
That's
remake.
Awesome. Oh man, Tom. Yeah. That's right. Tom Savini is a fucking genius. But onto this. Let's dive
Okay.
into the ratings. You guys ready?
Yes,
Ratings,
sir.
no reasons. We'll dive into the reasons right after we all rate. Starting off with you, good sir.
Okay. For the Mummy Murders?
Yes, sir.
I give this one a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
I'm gonna give it a 6. 6 out of 10.
Oh, that's fair.
No, we're
I'm gonna
good.
give it,
Yeah, we're
I'm
good.
gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Oh, we got a little broad
Going down a little slope
spectrum
here.
going on down here.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I feel like it was like a slow burn. Like when it picked up towards the end with the chase and all that, you know, more so when she got scared, when she ran out the diner, and then when she goes to the house, which was wild when her family's dead and the dude's dead and his fucking dick is cut off, has a fucking necklace tied around his neck with his dick. That's just what the fuck? Why? That's some crazy shit. That's why they did it, so you would talk about it. So I guess shout out to you guys for doing that. It was a genius.
Yeah,
I guess,
actually,
right?
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Was it? I mean,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Mhm.
So shout out to you guys for that. That was funny. Well, I didn't laugh, but I'm just saying, like, it was just like, it was like a what the fuck moment. But I see why you did it, because what the fuck? I'm talking about it 13 minutes in. Anyway, shout out for that. But no, it was good, but it was it was like a slow burn, and I wish more things happened sooner. Like I wish at the very least when these women, like, I mean, yes, a lot of them are being choked and stuff like that, but I wish you seen more of the killing, more of that, more of just even the seduction. You know what I mean? Like more of the seduction and more of that part of the story of it. And I would have enjoyed it more. Overall, I got it. I like the story, but just being able to see more, being able to see some more was my main like thing with it. But what do you guys have to say about it?
Well, in the beginning, you could definitely tell when he sits down to sit with her, he said, saying, I'm an artist and everything, and the vibe that he gets off, you can kind of tell exactly what he does. And that was pretty much a no-brainer. I did have some issues, like, again, with the house at the end there. I don't say without spoiling it, but she made some pretty stupid decisions.
Oh, you could spoil. This is a spoiler show.
All right.
100% spoiler show.
Well, when she makes her daughter run out, and even though she had a daughter, that was kind of a weird thing. She never brought up a daughter anyway.
Yeah.
Just magically appeared. I thought it was the sister at first, but no, it was the daughter. I'm like, all right, so she runs her out, and then she stays and hides, looking for the killer. Wouldn't you go with your daughter to, like, exactly what's happening?
You both leave. Yeah, you both leave.
Both leave. And check everything, because you know this guy. You sat there for this whole time during this interview.
Yeah.
It surprised me that you never got up and ran or said something, and he never like blackmailed her. She just kept sitting there, which is kind of awkward. But you would think you would take your daughter and run and be like, "Hey, I know exactly what's happening. I know what's going to happen. Let's get to safety. And then all of a sudden, we get his next masterpiece. And it's like, well, that was your dumbass fault.
Yeah.
You should have been, either should have kept your daughter close to you and head together because you know what's going on, or B, ran off with your daughter and say, hey, there's a serial killer coming here because here's his calling card on the wall. You know exactly what it is, but you're just trying to be a hero and trying to think you can get him, but you fucked up. Yeah. And also, too, during the whole interview process, she seemed very uncomfortable to watch. Like, she would sit there and she was all excited and she was going to cry, and her facial expressions didn't make sense. And you're surprised, like, if someone was telling me that they're killing everybody, wouldn't you do something about it? Like, wouldn't you say, call the police or, hide? Like, she had several opportunities, but I know she wants that story. That's the main thing.
I feel that is like, I feel it could have been that. It could have been a little bit of fear, but I feel like it shows like the integrity of people when they really want something, especially like if it's something juicy like that. Because if you think about it, right, that story would be like fucking Tom Savini saying, you know what, HorrorWithSirSturdy is the best podcast out there. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start going on there more. I'm gonna start going on there, and then just having like that huge name. You know what I mean? Just where like people, are, oh shit, that's what that's like, and fucking and I'm saying in that story world where you have a story like that and say it's a true story, that's the biggest shit. That's fucking the biggest story ever for how long? You know what I mean? Because that's going on for how long? For how many years has it been going on? 25 bodies. How many years has it been going on? So it's going on for at least 10 years. That's a huge fucking story, and you're talking to the.
But also too is you could have captured him or somehow detained him, had the police, and now you have this whole story now of, oh, I caught the guy. I can be really great and write my own like story on how this guy sat with me. We talked. He started telling me everything. But I kind of figured because he's holding up for ransom because he shows that finger in the basket and who it belongs to. And she kept saying, who's that belong to? He's going, now you're asking the right questions, but doesn't really lead to anything until later on. He's got something with a button on it. It's like, if you do anything, I will hit this button. So like, that should have been like little pressed on, so it kept her there. But I could see where she wanted to get the story, which I thought was kind of neat. But I did like the guy himself. I did like his character. I like how he played himself as this. He was maniacal, egotistical, like he's a genius, and then he wants to put everything together.
He was a good creepy dude. Like he was really good at being a creepy dude. Yeah. And here's another thing that I wish was a little different. I'm not mad that like it was like a coffee scene type of setting. I wish the setting was just a tad bit, just a little darker. It was too bright. If it was a little darker, and because I feel like the way the story would have been told, the tone would have been felt a little more. The tone
was kind of cool, like he was hiding in plain sight. It's like, I'm in plain sight. Everyone knows I'm here, but I'm the fucking bad guy in this. It's like, wow, you're really hiding in plain sight.
But or maybe even I guess I just kind of like that little cheesy, corny thing for the audience. Even where like the rest of the place is lit, but like just this part is kind of dark. But it's not dark in the movie, but it's like dark for the audience. Dark, you know what I mean? I don't know why I like that shit, but I do. But anyway. But it was like his character was fucking awesome though. His character was good because it was like this weird, creepy kind of arrogant, cocky, like what the fuck? Like what the fuck?
Well, he's a genius, and that's what they go for.
Yeah. I don't fucking know, man. You didn't know what to go with at first. You didn't know what to go with at first. Like, this dude's nuts. This dude's nuts at the end of the fucking day. As smart as he is, he's fucking crazy doing this shit.
See, now that like all that said, like I got this kind of the first thing that I kind of that came out to me with this whole thing when he first sat down and he started talking and you kind of got the gist of where he was going. Hannibal Lecter. That's exactly what he was doing to Clarice for that Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's the exact same thing. So I saw that and I'm like, all right, it's probably not going to be at that level because it's Hannibal Lecter. It's you have to be a genius to get to that level, but he did good. You know what I'm saying? I think he did all right. And the girl, I agree with what Matt was saying. She was, I don't know, some of her mannerisms and the way she was talking, and I get that she was trying to be like the hard reporter that wants to get the story, and you find that out when she's willing to sacrifice her family to get the story after she finds out what's good with her husband and her sister or whatever. But I don't know. I kind of saw that coming, and it disappointed me a little bit. That's why I kind of rated it a 6, because a lot of this for me was predictable, you know. But it was still, the acting was still okay. You know what I mean? I'll get this out there right now. If I had to go spend money on this, would I be mad? No. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be upset at that. Hey,
what's good, Josh?
Josh and my brother. What's good, Josh? So,
Hey, Josh.
you know, if I had to spend money on it, I wouldn't be mad. But I mean, a lot of it for me was predictable, except for the end. Because at the end, I actually liked. Like what you said, I agree with everything you said. Like when she took off and, you know, ran to the house and saw what happened, I was like, oh shit, that's kind of that's fucked up. Like to see, because if you the body positions they left a message as well. She was on the bed with her legs spread open and all that. You know what I mean? He had his joint cut off, so there was a message to it. You know what I mean? So that part I liked. You know what I mean? But,
and going back to that part, which I talked about it in the first 12, 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Yo, they cut his piece off.
Yeah.
Put it on a rope around his neck and had it
manhood.
just hanging on his chest. It was just chilling on his chest. That's wild. Crazy scene. That whole scene, but like you said,
it would be like a I don't know, with her, the way she was talking to him, because if you notice, she was trying to be like, oh, because you're an asshole. And because she tried to be, you know, not tough or whatever, but she tried to show him that she wasn't scared and all this. And for me, all that shit was predictable. You know what I mean? It was okay. Like if his acting was bad, it would have ruined the whole movie, in my opinion. But he did a pretty good job. She was okay, you know what I mean? But not like, you know, I kind of started expecting a Silence of the Lamb-esque, you know, performance, and I knowing damn well it wasn't going to happen because of what I saw. He was a psychological killer. He's going to come confront her and say, I'm going to do this and you're going to do nothing about it. You know what I mean? And outside the fact that he was talking loud as shit, and if I'm in a coffee shop having coffee and I hear this dude talking about how he hung somebody from a ceiling fan, I'm going to be like, yeah, I think it's time to call the police and say, look, this guy, you know what I mean?
It could be one of those things again where it could be just like loud to the audience just so we can kind of hear the conversation clear, and then everything else is kind
I was willing to let that slide because that was part of the story and all that, but the predictableness for me took a point off, and you know, I instantly got that Hannibal Lecter Silence of the Lambs feeling, which I like movies like, if you're going to do something like that, cool. But I like it to be like in its own lane, kind of, because you could still do that same thing that this movie was doing, but do it so you don't get that Hannibal Lecter feel to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of...
You know what it is, though? Because I mean, I guess it's fair and unfair to say that because of whatever direction they're trying to go in. But I feel like I guess it's fair to say, because like, say if it's like, if it doesn't meet that level or at least almost touch that level, you don't want to go there.
Right. It's like Jordan, you're expecting Michael Jordan's son to be as good as him.
But you could see why they went that route. And then I guess the cool thing and the respect thing out of it is it's like, you notice they went that route, so that's dope in a sense. It's like maybe they didn't get to touch that, but that's a tough thing to touch. That's a tough thing. That's fucking one of a kind.
It is, because if you compare the end scenes from Silence of the Lambs and the end scene to this movie, they're both meant to shock you. They're both meant to make you go, oh shit! Like when he was eating dudes, but he served him his own brains in Silence of the Lambs, and then you know she walks in and sees her sister and her boyfriend or husband or whatever in the position they were in. It kind of had the same, you know, I don't even know how to say it, the same trajectory, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw that coming. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I knew, okay, at the end, something's going to be crazy. And, you know, and it was good. They did it well. I'll give them that. At the end, I was like, oh shit, damn, that's crazy as hell. Like, so, and then her acting, I think, got a little better towards the end, like after he left the coffee shop. She grabbed her stuff and she ran, so you felt the sense of urgency, you felt the sense of helplessness, you felt the sense of her, please let her be alive, please let him be alive while she's running and all that. You get all that, which is,
and then when she opens the door and she just fucking
that scream was good. That was, you know what I mean? So the last half of it to me is like a 7.5 or an 8, but I'm grading the whole thing. I'm still I'm still on 6 right now. You know what I mean? But
I'm at a 5.
It wasn't garbage. It wasn't garbage.
I may bump this because of our conversations as of right now. I may bump this up to a 6, but I'm gonna keep talking and see. Let's talk a little bit more and see, just in case, because you know. But I'll say this though, I'm hoping that this interview, Colin, if you're watching, let me know. But I'm hoping this interview sticks with us for next week. You know, around this, our regular time that we start. Because that'll be a fun ass conversation. Like
I'll give you one thing. That this director is brave for going in that direction. I'll say that too.
Yeah.
You know, to go. I don't want to say he's trying to go against Silence of the Lambs, but for those that get that feeling, like the last half of it was perfect. You know what I mean? That was awesome. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's based on like a real serial killer or not. Was it based on true events or close to it?
I have no clue. I mean, it's stuff we could ask next week.
Should ask him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like how we did his murder of choice was the embalming fluid. Not your typical hack and slash, strangle, or everything.
I love that that's different. I love that that's different.
That's what I mean. It had its own element, like its own lane. That kind of thing is what I was referring to. So
and you showed him evolve when he got older. His killings evolved even more because at first he would strangle the girl and then keep her there for like days. And it's like, starting to rot. I'm like, all right, let me figure this out. Does another one. All right, this is a little different using perfumes and everything. Well, this didn't work. Embalming fluid. And all of a sudden, boom, it clicked on. He can position because his family worked at a funeral home, so he had access to it, and he positioned them to sit a different way.
Oh, it's so weird.
It worked.
The creep factor was really good.
Yeah,
especially when he had the one lady.
His artwork.
Yeah, he was holding her up with the wire and positioning her. I was like, damn, that's pretty
dancing with her.
I know when he starts dancing with her, I'm like, this dude is a psycho, man.
Yep.
So he did a good job, man. I was happy with the way he acted. His acting was awesome. It was good.
Yeah. It was
good. Even though it was like a slow burn kind of. And honestly, for me, I do not like slow burn movies. I can't stand them. I want to be like, I'm the kind of. I need the beginning of a movie to be like It's a Wonderful Knife. When the door opens, bam, with the knife. I'm like, cool, you got me. Let's go. Let me see what I want to be. Or if like you said earlier, which was perfect, you wish some of the stuff happened earlier. You get me?
Yeah.
That would have made it not a slow burn. Like if some of that stuff that was going on happened 20, 30, 40 minutes earlier, okay, that's the movie.
Even if you still had it as a slow burn, but just like let some of that action come in maybe 15 minutes earlier than when it comes in, and still have the first hour for whatever amount of the time it was.
Yeah,
part of it minus 15 minutes.
If you like space it out and think about it, what he did, in my opinion, was he was introducing certain things at certain times, like his past, what he did as a kid, and then there was some time, and then his midlife killing sprees, and then so I see how he spaced it out, which was good, you know what I mean, which kept me interested, but just the whole point and the whole. I don't know. To me, it felt like a slower burn than it needed to be, if that makes sense. But it was worth it. I mean, the end result was worth it. I'll say that. Like the end was awesome. The end was fantastic. I loved it.
I bumped it up 1 point, guys. I went up to a 6. It's worth that. It's worth that.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie at all. It's not bad.
No, hell no. I mean, even a 5's not bad. And you guys already know how I rate shit. I go from a -10 to a +10. So if you get a positive anything, damn near is good. Yeah. But I'll say a 5 and up is definitely really good. So yeah. But no, this movie is pretty good.
If this came out in physical release, I probably would buy it, put it in my collection.
We could find out next week. We could find out. Yeah. We could definitely find out next week. We can ask the director about that because that's possible.
Title is a little weird and a little wonky on it, but I get it.
Yeah, the mummy murders. I'm like, okay, where's the mummies at? But then if you think about how he positioned his people, and
the whole
he just didn't mummify. They weren't mummified in a sense. They had like white stuff on them. Well,
and I didn't really see this as a horror movie as much as I saw it as a psychological thriller. You get what I'm saying? There wasn't.
But at the same sense of it,
scary stuff was at the end when she's looking around the house looking for him. That was suspense for me. That wasn't scared like a monster's gonna pop out or a slasher's gonna pop out.
But I mean, like, you could say like with the psychological stuff, more like a psychological horror thing because it's more of like a
Mhm.
mind fuck than anything.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
you could say that, yeah, because at the end, what he did was not fucking normal, man.
No,
What he did to people, with
absolutely.
those people, was not normal. So that part was a horror thing for me, but the build up to that was like psychological thriller, Silence
Yeah,
of the Lambs. You know what I'm saying? So
but okay, really quick, I wanted to ask you earlier. So do you don't like slow burns at all? So you don't like long
well,
movies with slow
no,
burns?
no,
Weird.
no. I'll watch them, but I'd rather not.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not.
Have
If
you
I
ever?
know a movie's
Okay.
gonna be a slow burn, like if you told me watch this movie, it's a slow burn, I'd be like, hey, all right, cool, I'll watch it. You know me, I'll watch anything. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'll complain about it after. But I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot.
Like this motherfucker
And
knows
like I
hate.
said, it like the end of it, to me, having watched the whole thing, which is why I'm
Mhm.
willing to sit through some of these and see what happens. The ending was worth the wait, in my opinion. It was
Yeah.
worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The way he did the end was pretty good, man. It was good. I really liked it. So
I like
it
that.
erased all the bad shit I was thinking. You know what I mean?
That's
Like the slow burn part, I was like, all right, you're forgiven because the end was good, man.
listen. All I'm going to say is we're 2 weeks in, guys, and our lowest rating over the 2 weeks is a 6 for both of these movies. That's not bad. I just bumped this one up to a 6 from a 5. That's not bad at all. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I know. I know this isn't gonna last like the
Mhm.
whole year. I know that for a motherfucking
There's going to
fact.
be some stinkers.
I'm
Especially
telling
with
you right now, the movie I told you guys to watch, I guarantee you guys the highest mark you're gonna give that shit is like a 3. And and that's being generous. You're gonna feel bad. It's so bad, you're gonna feel bad. You're like, all right, I'll at least give it a 3. Watch. Unless you like that dumb shit, and I'm not hating on anyone's opinion or what you like, but for what it's
no, I feel
supposed
you,
to be, okay, let me ask you a question. What do you think of the cover art? You've seen it, right? What do you think of the cover art? It's dope, right?
Is that the one I posted in the group there?
Yes.
The one that I
Yes.
posted,
Okay.
the cover art is sick.
Without saying the title though, Matt, just in case it pops up, because I did throw it on the wheel
Right.
for us to review.
The cover
But what do
art
you
is
think of
off the
cover art?
hook. It's great.
It's not bad.
Yeah, the
As a
cover art
matter
is
of
really
fact,
good. But the
as a
movie,
matter of fact,
as good as that cover art is, the movie is that bad.
you know what I'm gonna do really quick? I'm gonna pull up the wheel first. I'm gonna spin the wheel, and the reason I'm gonna do it now is it'll either be for next week or it'll be our just in case, our interview falls out. It'll be a just in case because I do have some other indie movies that they want us to review and all that. I just got to get them together and all that. So I may throw one of those in there, but I'll spin the wheel just in case to keep us safe. So we got
From
something locked in.
the same director wants you to do it.
No, I found some other ones. Like I found one on Twitter. I found one on Facebook.
Okay, all right.
I found
That's
2 on
what's
Facebook actually.
up. Nice. Cool.
And I'm like, all right, let me try to at least get the review out, get the review, and then try to get the interview maybe the very next week if I can't
Yeah,
get them
that's
both
cool.
on the same night. Because if I can, sometimes what I like to do is do the interview and the review at the same time, just because as we're having the discussion, they can hear us and they can explain to us why things are the way they are. Because I've done this a couple of times and it's fun and it's very informative, and sometimes it makes your rating go up or down. It's fun as shit, actually.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite way to do interviews. It's my favorite way to do interviews when people have like stuff out that they want us to review. It's my favorite way to do it because it's like now you get a better conversation of.
Yeah.
You can really ask the questions you want to ask because I literally just watched the movie and I literally want to discuss the movie anyway. So now I'm discussing it anyway, and boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of those I'll definitely say people you guys should definitely check out. You guys should definitely go check it out.
It's worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
If it comes out in a hard copy, I'll let you guys know. And Colin, I want one signed, sealed, and delivered to all 3 of us, please. That's all I'm asking for.
Gotta go physical.
Yes.
Keep
Love
physical media alive.
I'll even say, you know what, send the 4th, if you can, to our co-host, my brother. He just couldn't be here tonight. He's watching 28 weeks later with his son. That's important.
Get your kids into horror, people.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Kids into horror.
And if you don't have kids, get your little cousins into horror. That's what he did.
That'll work too.
At the time, he probably should have been having children. I was 5, so you were what? How old are you now? How many years? I'm 38.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's too long ago. I know you shouldn't have been watching that shit. I know that. If we got
hell
caught, it would have been a problem. I know that.
for me too.
Yeah.
And I'm the 5-year-old.
Why you
Like,
letting him? Why you letting him watch that and blah blah? Yeah, yeah.
They made me watch this. Like, yeah, all right, Aaron, you were whining because you didn't. Yeah, you guys just told me not to wake anybody up because you knew it was gonna happen.
Funny.
That was the threat.
Where is that garbage ass movie? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's on there.
Oh, so
I cannot wait for you guys to watch it. I'm telling you, I can't.
This is for our possible
I'm
next week.
so
This
excited to see what you guys think of that movie. And the winner is.
Kind of hard to see, but here we go.
Yeah, I can't see it either, but.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'll let you guys know in a second.
All right. I see it, but the picture's small.
Yeah.
What is it?
Kansas
women's prison.
What in the hell?
I have this one.
Oh my god!
You guys ready?
Yeah, Josh. Children of the Corn, Josh. That's right. What is that movie called again? Kansas Women's Prison. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to watch that.
It's a shark movie with a women's prison movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. As long as it's not as bad as Sharknado.
I hate Sharknado.
Yep, I don't like it either.
Why not like Sharknado? It's fun.
Oh man.
To me, that's like novelty horror. I don't know, man. I couldn't.
It's a turn your brain off type movie. You
can't
take it serious.
That's actually a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
I couldn't turn my brain off enough for Sharknado. Like it just pissed me off.
I laughed hysterically through the whole thing. It's so stupid, but it's fun. Come on,
you guys. It just bothered me.
Yeah.
It shouldn't bother me that much. I apologize. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to
they just get even worse. That's the problem. When you start watching more of those Sharknado movies, oh my god, they're just so dumb.
How many of them are out now? Like 3 or 4 or something?
6. No, there's like
6.
5
I'm way off. You see how much
them.
attention I was paying to that. There's 6 of those. Good lord!
And the worst part is I own them all.
I think just because I'm just thinking about this. No, I'll tell you guys behind the scenes actually.
Kansas Women's Prison Massacre. Okay.
Yep. Jim
you guys ready? You guys ready for that?
Nice.
Kansas Women's Prison Massacre.
Yeah, man, I'm down for sure. Can't
wait.
You
know it's gonna be shitty.
Oh, and I'm gonna tear it up, so it's all good.
So, what I'll say is, like I said, if we don't have our interview, we could do this movie next weekend.
Yeah, all right, that works.
And if we do have our interview, then
We'll I gotta see if I'm working next week.
I'll keep you guys posted. Because this shit has been fun.
Give me one sec. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's see. What's next week? That's the 19th?
Yes, I think.
And survey says I'm off. Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm starting my letterbox now of what I've watched list in 2024. So I'm going to do a whole list on that, and I'm going to probably do a.
Oh wait, are you off next Saturday too, Matt?
Yes.
Okay, because I might, because there was my boy Chad wanted to hop on this midnight show with us one night.
All right.
So what I might do, I might, if I can pull it off, if I have the time and everything, I might do Friday night and Saturday night. I might do Friday night the interview if the interview happens, and then Saturday night review this shark movie.
All right.
And have him review it because he wanted to hop on a review with us and have him review that with us. If I'll let you guys know, but I may just do that, double up, and then do the interview Friday, and then do the review Saturday, late Saturday, if you guys can, if you guys are free and all that. I'll talk to you and Jeff about it. I know I'm on the live, but fuck it, we're playing it on the live. Yeah, see how we do shit, people? That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I gotta add some others to my list that I saw. Where is it?
Yeah, man, fucking. The reason why I want you guys to do it though, Matt, is because at the end of the year, like when we do our
oh fuck, it went away.
When we do our countdown shit, I want everybody to be able to have their own. You know what I mean? Everybody have their own list, their own count, so you guys can make your own list and shit for the countdown. We can have our own conversations about it and see what movies we really enjoyed this year. I'll figure out how we're gonna do this late night wheel, the strange wheel. Jeff must have got into his KOI again, or some baby oil, rubbing all over his chest. There he is.
Oh, I watched that on 2023.
Can't hear you. I think you muted your mic. I didn't touch anything.
Oh yeah, my bad. Here we go. I did. I
There
got
we go.
the arm here. I said I was just getting a refill. That's all.
Did you hear Matt talking all that shit about you about baby oil rubbing all over your chest?
No, that was you, bro. That was you. I did hear it. I couldn't speak, but I could hear it.
I wish Henry was out here. He would have been dying. Holy shit. Holy shit. But back to this movie though.
Yeah.
What's one thing you guys would change about this, Matt and Jeff? If you could change anything about this, like what's something you would change about this movie? What's one direction you would change, or pacing, or anything?
Instantly slow burn. Speed it up a little bit.
Speed it up a little bit.
Or if you're gonna, I don't know, man, because I don't make movies, but I mean, for me, something that would have, because it did keep my interest, though it was a slow burn. I was like, okay, you want to see what's gonna happen, so I was drawn in, but it was like, man, I don't know, but just put something in there earlier to, because you need a couple, and I think what was going on was they were trying to use the flashbacks as you to see it like, damn, this kid's fucked up. He's like, something's wrong with this guy. And, you know what I mean? Which works, but more of that a little sooner, I guess. I mean, I'm selfish. I want to be drawn in like
that's fair, but
I know not every movie's like that, and I gave it a fair shot. Like, because the end, like I said, the end totally worth the watch. You know what I'm saying? But for me, being picky and personally, something, you know what I mean, like with something a little sooner would be really the only thing for me, because I mean, the rest of it was good, man. I liked it. It was a decent movie. I liked it.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, what the fuck was I gonna say about this?
I probably like to add a couple more killings, maybe, to see the show. So there's a couple ones where they had the girls just like in the basement there, looking all afraid. I would add a couple more deaths, maybe, or him, like, discovering that the embalming fluid was the way to go. Like, maybe he was experimenting and realized, wait a minute, I got this fluid. Let me grab one of my targets, make an art, and use that. Boom, and it works. And all of a sudden, you see a click with him, and then bam, that's when he starts using the embalming fluid. But I understand what they had to go through and everything. Probably had a time budget. They probably had a budget themselves on what they needed to do and put in. And of course, they had to cut things that needed to be cut. But other than that, I like the way it was.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with Jeff on the pace of either adding a little more or taking a little bit off. I do enjoy a slow burn, and I do think Jeff does. He just hasn't found the right ones yet. And I have a couple.
Fair.
I have a couple in mind. I actually want to rewatch. The thing is they are kind of. I guess you would kind of call them weird. I know they're bigger budget movies, but I might have to break the rules for Jeff. Matt, you've seen Hereditary before, right?
Yes, I have.
Would you call that a slow burn?
Yep. Well, it's got a couple oh shit moments, but then it goes into a slow burn again. So yeah, it's definitely a good slow. Wait, Hereditary. Yep. I'm keeping that with Midsummer. Midsummer.
That was my second. That was my second movie, because that's another movie I want to rewatch anyway.
Yeah, really good movie too. Oh my god.
So you know what?
Yeah,
we're gonna do those two movies later on in the season, later on in the year, for sure. Maybe in a couple of weeks. I don't know when, but we're definitely gonna do those two movies because they're excellent films, and I want Jeff to see them bad, and I want to kind of have a conversation about those movies bad. And they do have some weird, strange things that goes on in them, so they do still fit with the weird, strange. They're just a higher budget than when I go, but you know what? It's midnight. We break the rules on this show. There is no fucking rules. There is, but there isn't. We make them, we break them.
Oh yeah, I watched Dark Harvest. I
forgot. But for the most part, it's gonna be weird.
See, that's the other thing is with this movie is, that I wasn't thinking that, I didn't have in my mind that, okay, this is not as big a budget as a Silence of the Lambs, or I don't think like that. Even garbage movies like the Blood Lake or whatever that other one was, I don't care. I give them all a fair shot because there's some movies that are low budget that are really freaking good.
Well, no, that's
So
fair.
I try not to have that. I don't add that into my thought process while I'm watching it because I want to give it all as fair a shot as I would as with a movie with Hannibal Lecter in it or Michael Myers or what. I give it all a fair shot. So I don't think like that going into it. You know what I mean?
That's definitely fair. That's fair. But my thing is like, I still do it kind of on a different level as far as like just budget wise in a sense. Like I know this is a Hollywood thing, so I'm gonna rate it a lot harsher than I am if it's someone that did it independently or even a crowdfund. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash.
Oh, dude, there's some big budget movies that are garbage. You know what I mean? There's some that are straight shit. You know what I mean? You spend all that money making a movie and it sucks.
There's some you just
So yeah, so that's why I don't use that as a. Now, having said that, I will forgive a little easier because it doesn't have as big a budget. If that makes sense, you get me?
That's fair. I'm the same exact.
If something I'm like, if something looks weird or doesn't look as sharp. I'm like, all right, they don't have $1 billion budget. I'll let that one slide. I see what they were trying to do. I get it. So, I ain't gonna knock you for that, but I will do that. You know what I'm saying? So
I have this indie director I'm really cool with. I actually have an indie thing I've been meaning to show you guys for a couple of weeks now. That we're supposed to be discussing for a couple of weeks.
How's my mic sound? Is my mic all right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay? It was me. I had to fucking turn my TV up. It was down mad low. I didn't even realize it.
Got you. All right.
I was like, what is going on?
All my settings were good, so I was just making sure.
Oh, we got notes on here. Sweet, I'm doing that.
But yeah, you know what's gonna happen for you though, Jeff, is that I feel like that's gonna change for you once you get used to watching these type of movies more, like independent movies and these weird movies and all this type of shit, and the B movies and especially like I said, the indie scene and all that. You're gonna get used to watching those, where you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, I can differentiate. Not that you can't, but you'll really be able to differentiate. You'll be like, okay, this is why. Yeah, and you'll appreciate both sets more for like. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. Because it's weird because I got my coworker, actually my boss at work. He likes horror movies too, so I'll tell him some of the stuff that we watch and what we talk about, and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's he gives me stuff to watch. I tell him stuff to watch, and movies like this that are lower budget movies are movies that I can be like, hey, this isn't that well known a movie, but watch this shit because this is good. So, to me, reviewing a movie like this is like, what's the first thing you do when you have something you either really, really like or you really fucking hate it? You go tell your friends. Don't buy that shit because it tastes like shit, smells like shit, looks like shit.
Or
or you're like, yo, go watch that shit or go to this restaurant because it's really
it varies. It
word
varies.
Word of mouth, bro. Word of mouth. Yeah, I'm all about word of mouth because
for me, for me, for example, earlier our text conversation, nothing crazy, people. You told me to check that movie out. First thing I said was, "Oh shit! Well, if this movie sucks, if I gotta be punished, we all gotta be punished. Guess what? We're gonna review it."
Well, this is different because we watch movies to review them, so we're forced to suffer. However, you tell your friends that don't have to. Like my brother, I wouldn't be like, Josh, go watch this movie. It's great because it's not. You know what I mean? Where this movie, I'd be like, yeah, this is worth a watch, man. This movie's actually pretty good.
And
so
there's some movies
actually tell somebody to go watch this movie and not feel bad about it. Right. Now, the other one that I told you about, if I didn't like you, I'd be like, oh yeah, go watch that movie. It's fantastic. Go watch it.
Listen, watch it. If I don't like it, watch at your own risk. I'll tell you if I hate it, but I'll not. I will never tell anybody not to watch a movie, even movies that I hate, like Blood Lake, just because you may enjoy it, you may hate it, but you may just want to go through the experience of it. I don't know, so I don't want to take that away from you by saying don't watch it.
Like there's some movies you can talk to about to like a horror fan. You can definitely bring up certain titles, and the horror fan will either really know what you're talking about, really enjoy it, or not like it. You can have a cool conversation. But if you go against someone who doesn't like horror movies, they're just watching a movie here and there, nothing really catches them. When you bring up some films, they're kind of like looking at you like, huh? So you can definitely feel like who you're talking to. Like let's say like I watched the movie the other day called Dark Harvest. It's a new film that was like a Netflix movie or a Peacock. I don't remember what the fuck it was on, but it's like a new age Pumpkin Man movie. fucking awesome. Like I could talk to you guys. This is an awesome movie. Blah blah blah. If I bring up the movie Pumpkinhead, you kind of know what I'm talking about. We're an average person, and I say that, and they're like, "What's a Pumpkinhead?" You're like, yeah. Okay, and then
never
we'll get into the story and then this and
like talking cars to a person that's not a mechanic. I get it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Sure, mechanic,
but guys, I told you guys. I've been telling. I think I've told you guys a couple of times too that I have a short. I had this short for damn near a month now, and you know what? I think it's time for us to watch it.
Which one?
People of the Dead.
Called People of the Dead. It's a horror short movie. It's only 4 minutes and 51 seconds. But
yeah, run it. Let's go. Run it.
All right. Pretty dark.
Mm-hmm. Blood on the wall, skull in the hand. Yeah.
Could be for good reason, though.
You see the stairs, right? You see the stairs, right?
Mm-hmm. With the red, I like it.
Monkey shines.
The lighting is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I understand it's supposed to be at night and all, but kind of need to see what we need to see here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still waiting. I'm giving it some hope. I think more of their work. Gotta show the credits. Gotta show the credits.
Oh my God, they shooting!
Duck and cover.
They out here shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mixed feelings about that, but
They're too relying on the jump scare.
mm-hmm.
That's what they're going for, like that whole jump scare at the end.
Yeah.
But it was too dark. The lighting was pretty bad. I had to squint a lot to figure out what the hell was going on. We don't know who that lady is. We don't know if it's her sister, mother, friend, gay lover. I don't know who it could be. She doesn't say anything, but you kind of figure, like, or just like some random stranger. It's like, all right, now there's 3 of them in this room that look like they were outside. Now they're inside, and then there's the jump scare, and you're kind of like, I kind of need more to realize what's going on.
Yeah.
But from that, if that was just all you gave me, I would be like, no.
See, what would have made it creepier for me is like they had the because there's something about in a horror movie when there's like anything, a slasher, some paranormal shit happening. When there's a giggling ass kid, that raises the creep factor for me a little bit. You know what I mean? So, I thought that was pretty cool. But like at the end, I'm like, all right, so there's 3, demons or whatever sitting in a room. I don't know. I had kind of the same thought process as you. I just didn't. You don't know why the things that are happening are happening. I get it's it's only 4 minutes, but if you do it right, you can get a lot of information in 4 minutes. You know what I mean?
You can.
And like in the credits, it said the burned victim. You could see that the drowning victim. Okay, which one was the drowning one? The big chick or the little chick? I mean, you don't.
Right.
I mean, you don't know which one's which.
They kind of looked.
They all had the same makeup. The makeup was cool. The makeup was cool, but they all looked the same. A drowning victim should have saggy skin and be all wet and shit.
Wet. The burned victim should be all
wet. The burned victim,
charred. Yeah,
charred.
Fair.
Yeah, so
fair. But I mean, I wish it did tell. I wish the lighting was better. Like I did like it better when it was red, like when it was all red. But I wish the lighting was better overall, like a little bit brighter overall, so you could see more of the scenery.
Well, I'm going to speak for my colorblind people. I'm on your side because I didn't see none of that red. I can't see it. To me, it's just dark. And I had to, I don't know if you noticed me, but I was kind of squinting a little bit. And then, you know what I mean? So I couldn't, some of that stuff I couldn't see well at all. Which
you could blow up the screen, right?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I got full screen on. Absolutely. I got the full screen up. I know that.
Yeah,
but I mean the full screne of the restream thing.
Yeah.
You're still squinting because the lighting is just so dark.
Well, that had to be part of it because if you guys we'll call it normal vision have that issue, for me it's like 25% worse. You know what I mean? So, and then at the end, the jump scare when she crawled on the floor, make her arms twisted, make her upside down, backward. I don't know. She just crawled like a baby. Really fast.
It's also done before in other films, and it's like relying on that jump scare. It's like none of us jumped, none of us were like, ooh. It was just like, okay. Either we're all desensitized to it all, but still.
I mean, if that was like a college assignment, all right, that's like a B.
Yeah.
If it's a college assignment, but for I don't know. I never understood the short thing. Like, why do people make a 4-minute movie? What the hell's the point of that? Is that like a prerequisite of something, a bigger
Sometimes
project?
It's kind of like the starting off project. They wanted to sell what they could sell.
Yeah, there was something. What was it called now? I can't remember. It was on Netflix, and it was a series of short. There were some were animations, some were
Love, Death, and Robots.
Yes, that was done well. That was good. That was really good. You know what I mean? So I don't know. All the stories in that were good. So I can't remember the length of them, how long they were, but yeah.
I will say this for you, more so for you, Jeff, just because you're more newer to this as far as like the shorter films and stuff. And I'll get you to them. Show you some more short films, just so you're used to seeing more of those and seeing how those stories are kind of told and shit. Which there's some that are told so beautifully in like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But Yeah, they're fun. But it just made me think of when I was watching this short, because I used to do this on the Tuesday Thursday show, but I think I'm gonna bring it over here on the nights because it's where I do the independents, where I do the bees and all that other stuff. You guys know the drill. So people, remember before on the early shows when I was saying this is gonna be the late show now, where you guys can have, if you guys have shorts that are like a half hour, between like a minute and a half hour, even if it's 2 minutes, I don't care. A minute, 2 minutes, 30, I don't care. We're gonna watch it and talk about it. Up to a half hour, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna watch it right here on the live. We're gonna talk about it right here on the live. So if you guys give us permission, if you guys are allowed to do it, we're gonna do it. That way you get more eyes on it. And I'm telling you guys right now, I'm gonna make a clip of it, and then I'm gonna call it Sturdo Vision, because we're gonna be watching your movie, talking about your movie, and reviewing your film. And of course, you're gonna have your credit in there with where they can go see your film and all that, so people can go watch it and watch it for themselves on your channel, and also purchase it for themselves if you have it for sale. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. This will be the first one. I'll clip it eventually. I'm lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just saying that was fun. That was fun. But shit, man. Shit. What a night. What a night. What a night. Any final suggestions or comments or gripes about either one of these films, the short or the full length?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much good about the the main movie that we were reviewing. Is like I said, if I spent money on it, I wouldn't have been mad. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's gonna be
I think that's fair.
mhm.
Would you pick it up from Blockbuster? Would you pick it up from Screen Gems? Would you pick it up from Hollywood Video back in the day? Maybe that'll be
Well,
our
see, that's the thing. Like back then, I might be showing my age a little bit here. You know what I mean? But we had to go by.
I'm probably
Yeah.
the oldest one here.
We had to go by what the cover looked like or what we heard from our friends.
Yeah.
We didn't have trailers. We didn't have shorts. We didn't have this. We didn't have none of that. So to me, if I saw something on a cover like the one I told you all about that's completely bad, to me that cover looks really good. I would have bought that, man, got that home, turned it on, and been like, I'd have like, get the keys. We need to go back to the store right now because I need my money back for real. I would have gone back and I need my money back. I need that. This is not anything like I thought it was gonna be bad.
See, but me,
So,
I'm like,
I mean,
sometimes you got to take that hit. You know what I mean? Because it's you know what it is about movies like that is like the movies like that are that bad. And this is the respect I have for Blood Lake. Besides the people making it, of course, this is the serious respect I have for it. I hate the movie. I talk so much shit about the movie, and I mean everything I say about it. But the respect I have for the people and for the movie, about them creating it, of course, is that it's so bad, right? But it's memorable. It's always going to be in the conversation as far as when I'm involved. You know what I mean? Like, it's always, and the people that know me like that, it's always going to be in that, floating around in that conversation. Like when you mention Blood Lake, people are going to know exactly, if you're in the circle, if you're in the whatever the shape you want to call it, people are going to know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. What the fuck, whoever helped it out, they're not going to make it, what the fuck, because it's sturdy. And I'm happy about that. Like, I'm proud of that. That's beautiful to me. I united people by watching a bad movie, but in a good way, because it's memorable. Like, look at this.
Yeah, this is like I said. Like I feel a little. No, I don't feel bad. Like I'd still be completely honest about it because I know the actor, the actresses. I know I went to school with her. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bad is bad. If I know you since high school and you're in a band and your band is garbage, your band is garbage. It's not my fault.
Exactly, bad
is garbage because y'all ain't practiced enough or whatever. So, but oh god, that it's. I can't wait to see what you guys say. All you gotta be like, yo, you're so right. It was bad. It sucked.
I can't wait.
I'm definitely watching a trailer for this soon.
No, God, even the trailer. You're gonna be like, I kind of don't want you to watch the trailer because I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna want to watch that shit. You have to sit through the whole thing. You have to force yourself to sit through the whole movie.
Oh well, look, I'm saying, look, the way that I do it is if it's on the wheel, if I'm reviewing it, I'm gonna watch the movie. Yeah, I have to watch the movie.
I'm telling you, the first kill, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta sit through it.
What if I enjoy it?
It's oh god, if you like this movie, man, you are different than I thought.
That's fair.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, somebody might like, well, it wasn't that bad, but no, everything from the effects to the oh man, I can't wait to talk about this further. I don't want to ruin it. But
I
yeah,
can't wait, man.
it is.
Man. You know what movie I really
My
can't wait
worst
for?
was Blood Lake with You. I was right there. Now this one for me, this is the worst one for me by
Oh,
a nice margin, by
is this
comfortable.
gonna beat
It's
Blood
got a
Lake?
comfortable lead. It's got a comfortable lead, in my opinion.
Is this gonna beat Blood Lake? We'll find out when it gets there. When it gets there. Because we have a couple. There's a couple things. It could be that shark. Or you were away. Which, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this one up, people. Listen. Make sure you go check out my guy Matt right over here. You and Your Horror Movies. You see the name? Go check him out. He has a amazing YouTube channel. He's always doing some dope shit on there. His end of the month countdown. He has a bunch of dope horror show, dope horror toys, collection action figures, movies. He's like a fucking horror encyclopedia. So you want to check his channel out. Then of course you want to check out HorrorWithSirSturdy and Popcorn and Pints, the Z Network, all that good stuff. So go check out the Scene Snobs, 3 Geeks Podcast.
I'm on Facebook.
There you go. Jeff's on Facebook. Jeff's on Facebook. There you go. I may have to have Jeff on, like, help. You know, we may have to, you know, like get some posts out there for Late Night with Sir 30. I may have to start sending him posts out there for Late Night with Sir 30, just to at least let the people know. So if he's on Facebook, if he's on Twitter and all that, just to let the people know.
Yeah.
Just let the people know, because I'm gonna let them know too. But we're gonna wrap this one up, people. Make sure you check out Horror Research 30. Have a great night. Check out this film. Check this movie out. Check out Colin Bressler's work. He does some awesome work.
Not a bad one.
And yeah, check out Nate's work as well. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace. Oh, and be on the lookout for Sturdo Vision, because I'm going to be working on it very, 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 very